That is so juicy, so good. I don't think you're ready.
What's for dinner?
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Chef Zee Cooks. Now, if you're wondering what is easy to make fast and super tasty, well, you're in luck because today we are whipping up some steak fajitas that I absolutely love. Now, if you've been on my channel before, then you know that I have shared my chicken fajitas recipe and even my shrimp fajitas recipe. Both are extremely delicious, but not for nothing, I kind of saved the best for last, and that is a steak fajitas dish, which is a one-pot dish. It's going to become one of your favorites. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Steak fajitas is actually one of my favorite things to make for dinner, and it's also one of my favorite things to make whenever I'm having guests over because this dish comes together in absolutely no time. So first things first, we want to prepare all of our veggies. Now, the great thing about making steak fajitas is that you can use a variety of different types of bell peppers. I always like to use different colors because we also eat with our eyes, so you can use red bell peppers, green ones, orange ones. I also like to go in and I like to slice up some onions. Now keep in mind that you can slice as many or as little as you like. I like to go in, I also like to have fresh garlic because fresh garlic makes all the difference. And I put that in a separate bowl because we're actually going to saute them a little bit separately later on. We're now going to create our fajita seasoning blend, and this is really easy to make at home. All you want to do is combine a couple of my favorite spices like some paprika, some chili powder, some cayenne powder, some oregano, some onion powder, garlic powder, a tiny bit of cumin, and you definitely want to add some brown sugar, and then we're going to mix it all together until it's well combined. Now, the beauty with this homemade fajita seasoning blend is that you can use it on a variety of different proteins like chicken and shrimp, and you can definitely make a large batch, cover it, and save it for later. Now, when it comes to flank steak, you definitely want to pat it dry. Now, making flank steak is also really easy and you don't have to fuss too much. What I like to do, I like to go in and I like to generously, and I mean generously, season it with some kosher salt and black pepper. Because we're going to sear it on some really high heat, all of this kosher salt and black pepper is going to create a really nice and beautiful crust. And this is also the major seasoning for this dish. We're going to set that off to the side, and then we're actually going to heat up our cast iron skillet over medium-high heat, and then we're going to add some olive oil. Now, whenever you're making flank steak, you definitely want to make sure that that pan gets nice and hot, and once that oil begins to smoke, we're going to very carefully add the flank steak to the skillet, and then we're going to leave it alone. Yes, don't move it, just leave it alone. And then depending on the thickness of your steak, we're going to sear it on each side for about 5 to 7 minutes. And this also comes down to how you like your steak cooked. Me personally, I like my steak anywhere between medium rare and medium. And after those 5 to 7 minutes, you're gonna wanna go ahead and you're gonna wanna flip it onto the other side, cook it for those 5 to 7 minutes, remove it, and then let the steak rest for at least 10 minutes before we go and slice it, because that is going to ensure that the steak remains nice and juicy. Now, flank steak is pretty wide, so I just like to go in and cut it lengthwise and take one half and set it off to the side. And now we're going to cut it against the grain. Now, this is really important because flank steak has some pretty tough fibers. And so when you cut it against the grain, you actually end up making the meat really nice and tender, which melts in your mouth once you actually go in and eat it. Now, the other important thing that you want to keep in mind when slicing the steak is that you want to slice it fairly thinly. Feel free and just sneak a little piece and taste it, and you're going to see that just some simple salt and pepper makes the steak tastes so amazing. We're now going to put our skillet back on heat, warm it up on medium high, add some oil, and you guys know the drill. Once the oil begins to smoke, we're going to add our veggies. We're going to saute that for literally about 2 minutes. We're going to add the garlic. Now, I like my fajita veggies not to be overcooked. I actually like them to have a little bit of a bite, so this part moves fairly quickly. We're going to add all of the fajita seasoning, and then we're just going to saute that again for like another minute. And now we're actually going to very gently add the steak back into the skillet. Now, if you're totally happy with how your steak was cooked, feel free and just reduce the flame all the way to low, because the steam from the veggies is going to continue cooking the steak. So if you feel like your steak was a little bit on the undercooked side for your taste, this is where you actually get a chance to cook it a little bit more. Now, steak is totally personal, so you can cook it as rare or as well as you like. The key is to really cut it against the grain so that it does not come out chewy. At the very end, I love adding some fresh lime because it's going to add to the vibrancy. Of course, we have to garnish it with some fresh cilantro, which is going to add to the freshness of the steak. At the very end, you can enjoy the steak fajitas with a healthy bowl of some rice and beans. You can char up some tortillas and have a beautiful fajitas night with friends and family, and they can kind of add their own toppings. Like always, if you have any questions, pay me a visit over on my Instagram page or visit my website, chefzeecooks.com. All right, now as you guys can see, this dish came together in no time, and honestly, I cannot stress it enough. The key is to let that steak rest for at least 10 minutes so that it retains all of those juices. Now, if you want your steak cooked a little bit more rare, just go ahead and just take it off before time. But if you want it cooked a little bit more well, honestly, just let it cook with the veggies a little bit longer, and the steam from the vegetables is gonna cook it all the way through just like how you like it. Now, if you have any questions on anything you've seen here today, make sure and visit my website, chefzeecooks.com. Hang out with me on social media, and you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram, where I am cooking up a storm almost every single day. So be sure and catch up with me there. Join the Chef Zee family. Click that bell so that you're always notified. And between me and you, I have so many tasty recipes right here on my channel, and you can click right here for more inspiration and more tasty recipes. And between me and you, again, I am so hungry. It is time to dig in. Mm-hmm.